40Kabilly weekend. This is when a group of friends throws off and buys a stupid vehicle, and then in a short time makes some kind of stupid chariot out of it and goes on a journey with jokes and jokes on it. An effective method. I've been using it for a long time. The kids going to school. How are they? Another thing. Yes, without head restraints, it's more convertible. Of course, to crown the automatic transmission selector in a boyish way, we will use porcelain insulators of the garden type like this. We finished the primary business. We secure, so to speak, the corners are sharp. And that, of course, to hell with it.
It looks like a milkshake, like you know the clubbiest so-and-so.
Yes, 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 pens. As we sail in a roundabout way to the sea in the field, we will find adventures under iron bridges.
Lek.
Rye is being mowed in the field. The Ziga is going to the sea. In vain do not touch the clutch, otherwise there will be grief. What, my friend, troits the engine? The drivers say C. They were sitting. An inept gardener? Here. Gardeners say C line. Allergic to animals. Slice the swans. Ornithologists say cislin. If you suddenly have a sore throat, use it, brother Sizzlin. Forte. Everyone says cislin. We are going to barbecue. We are thinking of making a barbecue. The tool is a complete minimum. Therefore, we took a tripod. attached a wrench to it, which does not fit the balloon in size. They welded some plates here, tied him with a safety belt to a concrete pillar. And what do you think? The valve is with us, through the gap. Look, I'm good. Hop. Hop. On this bright May Day, we decided to taste some meat and tell about the Lada. We bought the Lada from the Fighting Classics, some random combination of circumstances. And it's cool that it's on the brew, because of course its patency is noticeably better than just it would be with an open def. But the fact that it is planted of course infuriates. But the terrain is flat and we are coping. Radio welding. What do you think happened? That's what happened. Therefore, we will have manual gas now. Let's have a snack for now, and the barbecue will come in handy. Our idea, I don't know if it will turn out to have a Swiss knife and cable ties or not, but actually we want to give up gas for suction. We don't use it anyway. And what is a suction? In short, in the last century, they made cars on carburetors like this. And there was such a kind of fuel injection there. Well, like this stuff, this box. It's made of air, all sorts of jets, floats. Well, in short, fierce mechanics makes a gasoline-based mixture and sends it to the internal combustion engine. But when the engine is cold, and this thing, like I set it up, that's it, it's not programmatically controlled, but, well, like a mechanical device. And there is a sucker thing that enriches the mixture. A type of cold engine requires a rich mixture. Maybe I'm confusing something somewhere, but about that. And now there is a special type of lever, called a suction, which enriches the mixture when starting a cold motor. But we are not going to operate this convertible in the cold season, so we will change the gas for suction. Suddenly what happens? And we'll have, like, cruise control even. It's a very unusual feeling. There are only two pedals and it's not gas and brake, clutch and brake. Such things. So, neutral. We now have manual gas. This is very fat news, because, firstly, we will go by car, and secondly, we now have it with a cruise. Well, in general, it is probably worth saying a few words for this car, and why it is not rusty at all from the color, and does not look like our cars. First of all, we still went to kebabs, but we ended up on, one might say, almost Salt Lake City rush. And we have a fire burning, everything is cool. Here, we have sharp edges covered by elite Zhiguli mudguards nailed. This process was very exciting and enjoyable, but in fact, it turned out to be very stylish and fashionable. Here. Then, the steering wheel. The steering wheel is Pacifica, because now Mayevka, peace, labor, May. Pour it. Here. But this is how rubber mats cover very sharp corners. I have already mentioned this case. I also mentioned the vents, because the vents are the juice, the fat, the mother of the convertible business. And here they were not in front, they were in the back. Now there is a front, a back, the shape is wrong, but the image is good. Here, what went according to plan next? A meat grinder, in which we always have fresh flowers. And in general, flowers are good everywhere here, because we are at sea, we are in the sun, and we also have a southern mentality now. All in colors, no rust. The cow's skull is also very kind. She was a good cow. She gave a lot of people and her children milk to drink. It was a wonderful time. And now she's crowning, so to speak, our convertible. And you know, like a jaguar from England on the hood, a deer from Russia on the hood, an iron from SVARKABILLY on a convertible. Can you explain why they're pink behind bars? What questions? Of course, I will explain. There's a lot of factors here. Well, first of all, oink. Everyone understands the word. The associations with collar are also clear. Secondly, the collar is corporate pink. Is the bird on this side pink, or on this side? I don't understand. I don't remember. I don't know. Here, and we also have in the company of the artist's girlfriend, these brushes, paints, everywhere there is no rest for me from you. So maybe you'll do some mischief. Here it is, look, and such a collar flowed, and such a collar flowed. And this is C, Senor. Well, like, remember we had hey van, by van, C van. That's where C is. Further, if we continue to bypass, so to speak, the vehicle, we will see a pink nickel, but there is firewood on it now. It's probably time to throw them a little into our brazier. By the way, he is a brazier of a freshly sawn balloon, so we need to burn him mentally, so that he does not take a sip of gasoline during a meal. And with this key we unscrewed the valve. Ah, well, we showed it was already the case. Well, oink is clear. Well, as it is clear, oink is the whole philosophy of this trip, and from that color all these prevail in our coloring. Salon. The salon is gorgeous. Firstly, its leader is Nina. Look how beautiful she is. She's back and forth with all her might, on every pit. She has a last name, but it's not printed. Who is interested? I can answer. Then, we have a radio for Evs, Ahmed, from the volume knob and something else. A separate feature of this car is the chic velour armrests of the driver and passenger. Fixing the grill. The mounting of the grill is made of a working tripod, which we inherited from those wonderful people in whose home we live. But we had to fix the grill in very strange ways. Here we ran into a tow hook. Here, with the help of electrode welding, we fixed ourselves in the thin sheet metal of the body iron. Here too, but it was super fragile, so we threw a corner on the spar. The fortress is in every detail. Well, how is the meat cooked there? Thanks a lot. All right.
Incredibly beautiful. Amazing. Great.
Unfortunately, our hardware weekend is coming to an end. We will now show the final state of our Nina, and perhaps we will start it with the fact that we now have 3 skulls. This one who got him into a meat grinder. Our kind cow, a good one. And it's also very cool that we have. Come here. We have a classic bird, and now we have an original classic bird. Just generally chic. Beauty. Here, the brazier justified himself smartly on the dried-up lakes. Well, even I do not know what else to say, unless it remains to make the final burnout and dedicate it to the shaft channel, because we don't have rear brakes, welding. Well, in general, we are all like this, like here on a combat jig, and it's not a pity anymore. If it breaks, it's fine. Then we'll find it.